talked about stages yet, which is a big deal with
this
game as opposed to other fighting games.
Why is that?
Well, because there's different settings and different things going on in different stages, whereas you got your Street Fighters and other games where it's just a background, you know, the stage is always just flat and fighting. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just there's a different way to... There's a lot of importance going on with stages. Like, there's characters that suck on certain stages, there are characters that are great on certain stages. It's brought in the counter picks. Like, I'm going to counter pick a stage I'm good at that your character sucks at.
I always thought in Melee days you just play on Final Destination.
That's the biggest
misconception. I don't know who's been spreading that around.
I mean, Final Destination is a stage I ban from my tournament sets every once in a while because it has distinct advantages for some characters.
Yeah, it's not like whoever said it was the most balanced stage is so wrong. Yeah, I've never seen a Falco or Ice Climbers.
So not only do you pick your characters, but also you pick the stages.
Right. Like the first stage is going to be random from usually 6 or 7 that people generally agree upon as neutral. They're the stages that don't move, they don't have R-wings coming in to shoot you. Some basic platforms, not a whole lot of crazy stuff going on. We try to ban as few stages as possible because, it's a game, we like to play as much as we can, but at the same time, we need to keep the game entertaining to watch. You need to make sure people want to come to tournaments. They don't feel like they're going to lose $10,000 because someone just ran away from them for 8 minutes.
What stages do you think is the most fun to play on?
Fun. I mean, this stage is hilarious because there's a Pokemon in the middle. Have you seen this stage? There's a Pokemon in the middle.
It's crazy. Like when I looked at the stage on the select screen, I was like, oh, another good fair stage. Yeah. So like I pick it and we're playing around, and then I'm like, oh, what's this? There's a little cave underneath.
Yeah, this is
like Hyrule 2.0.
Not to mention this guy just totally is out to kill everybody on the stage.
Yeah, and there's 3 different ones that can come out. I don't really follow Pokemon past the first generation, but like he just destroys everything. Like they all do, and they just mess you up.
You just have to wait for him a few seconds, and then he just starts his rampage. He's about to start right now.
Yeah, so like he destroys parts of the stage just by like growling and stuff.
Lasers at
you and all
switches your controllers around.
Like I think my favorite stage is Delfino Plaza. No question, that's my favorite stage. The stage is beautiful. Like it's really great. The music on that stage is easily the favorite.
I think it sounds like a Geico commercials.
I love this stage so much. Just like looking at the stage, it's exactly what the island looked like in Super Mario Sunshine, which I thought was a great game. I mean, there's all the swimming and stuff like that, which is just weird. I mean, like if you're in the water for too long, like watch the ground. Yeah, I'm in the water too long. I can't do anything. That's surprising to be in the Nintendo game, right?
I like Lilac Cruise, the Star Fox level, where there's all the R-Wing battles going on in the background, and you're flying through asteroid fields.
You get so distracted. The first time you play that stage, you get so distracted by everything going on in the background.
It's very surprising. I think they just forgot to make
they forgot to make something attack you. I guarantee they just I don't know, they ran out of time or something.
Because this stage is made to attack you.
Yeah, every point in this stage, except for right here, looks like it's gonna just destroy you.
And we have a rule for stage hazards. I mean, it has to be a predictable stage hazard, and it has to be somewhat avoidable. When you have let's say the Halberd stage, Battlefield Halberd, Meta Knight stage. There's like laser cannons, there's cannonballs, there's a claw that attacks you. But the thing is, it's all predictable. You can see it coming.
It makes a point to show you that it's coming. When the laser's coming, a big lock-on beam comes and will follow your character around, and then it'll stop. And when it stops, you have 2 seconds or something to get out of its way.
Yeah.
And it'll shoot a big cannonball, but it's really slow, and you can predict when it's coming and how to get out of the way.
So we just try to make sure it's avoidable, so it doesn't kill the character.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, we want it to be avoidable, but the fact that it's there, a good player will take advantage of that.
Yeah, so you'll be able to throw somebody.
Use that to zone yourself and to maneuver your opponent into a place where you can maybe make them hit the laser.
Whereas where you have stages that have random hazards, those are ones that are banned and gotten rid of because there's no way to
nobody can take advantage of that.
Game & Watch's stage, you got all these weird people in the background that just randomly hit you with crazy stuff and kill you. It's
I can see. Sakurai at it again.
Even stages like Corneria, which has random R-Wings, really random, they come around and shoot you at random times. They're not that strong, they don't interfere a whole lot.
Except we're generally okay that with one match. We had one where Mango and Dai Super Fly. He was edge guarding him, and
Arwing
He's
comes
going in for the
snipes
kill.
him.
Arwing comes in and shoots him as he's about to kill Mango, and he loses the match. It was really funny.
But he's the one who picked the stage, so it's kind of his fault. It's like
Yeah, anytime you
pick a
counter
stage
pick
to
on a stage and the stage kills you, then there's no Johns.
Johns is a term we use for excuses. Pretty much, when someone says, "Well, I'm not using the right controller," or "I didn't sleep last night," or "I don't know what's going on, something's wrong," it's called a John. A lot of people don't know where the term came from. It just started, but I believe it was a guy in Texas. His name was John, and no matter what, every time he'd lose, he'd have an excuse. He'd have a reason for losing. It's like, I didn't sleep last night, or I don't know why I'm not
It's too
confident
cold,
today.
my
I need to
hands
warm
hurt.
up.
My favorite one, I think, was I was playing somebody and they were like, "Someone's touching my shoulder," and I was like, "No Johns, no Johns. That's not relevant right now."
It's stuff that either doesn't really affect you or happens to everyone, so we just don't want to hear about it.
So, a lot of people don't really understand Smash as a competitive game. I've heard that the first year at Evo 2K, a lot of the Street Fighter pros and stuff were kind of making fun of it. Like how do you guys respond to that? Do you kind of ignore it, or?
So we pretty much ignore it. Sometimes we try to defend it, but it's hard to get through.
So like with Evo, Evo's like the legit fighting tournament
Already
experience.
picked up Brawl, by the way.
And I think we had like the second highest attendance after, was it Marvel versus Capcom?
I think so.
But we brought in about 270 people for the finals, so it was a lot of fun.
Generally, the Smash community is much, just in general, much more open and friendly to new people coming in, it seems like. And I don't know how to describe it, but the community is just so tight. Everybody knows everybody.
Well, it's not just with the elite players, it's with everybody. Everybody's so friendly. And it's because our community wasn't built online with online gameplay. It was built from some guy hosting a tournament in his bedroom. The community grew up just by going to people's houses, playing in people's homes, by actually meeting people face to face rather than meeting someone online or anything like that. So as it got bigger, we just had a personal relation with the people that we met. So it's just like the community is just way more tight-knit than most other games. So.
I just want to say something, since we're on friendly community again, that I totally forgot. Okay, so there's this misconception from some of the casual players that people who play tournaments do not play this game for fun. And that could not be more incorrect. Like, I have so much fun playing this game competitively. I would much rather play this game on a really intense match where like something is on the line. If I make one mistake, I'm out of the tournament. Like if I don't make that mistake, if I punish him correctly, then I advance through. Like that's really exciting and really fun. We're not sucking the fun out of this game like some people say by turning off items and stuff like that. Like we have a lot of fun playing like this. It's just frustrating when people try to tell you this is fun. What you are doing is not fun, because we really enjoy the game a lot.